Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
You text me then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. Now you know. 205-964-5243. Now you know.
Now you know. Episode number 29. We're here with Comps101. Jamil and I are here to help you comp some properties, determine some ARVs, which is the first step in determining whether you have a great deal or not. How's it going, JD?
I'm good, man. Just chilling, living. You know how it is.
Oh, I know how it is, man. I know how it is. You want to give a quick definition of why we're here before we get started?
Of course. Well, my thoughts are, guys, is that wholesaling begins with being able to determine value, right? So a lot of times we learn from YouTube and we get out there, get real excited, start talking to sellers and write offers or give them offers. And we really don't know if it's a deal or not. And then what do? We make a promise, write a contract, and then we cancel that contract. And that happens because we didn't do the initial work, which was determining whether or not we had a deal. Understanding value is the foundation of wholesale, and that is why we do this.
Boom.
Pew,
All right.
pew, 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 pew.
Well, we're ready to comp, man.
Let's get it.
So the first one up, let me see, who is this? Let's see. From YouTube, Johnny Monopoly. I think I'm saying that correctly.
Johnny Monopoly. What up, Johnny Monopoly? What's the address?
1010 North San Antonio Avenue, Ontario, California.
Sorry, one more time.
1010 North San Antonio Avenue, Ontario.
$19.05 square foot.
Before we get started, I was someone commented that I guess we assume people know what some of these rules are, so we might just want to go through a couple of them while you're explaining it a little bit, while you're doing it, if it's not an issue.
Yeah, and know what the rooms are, you said? The rules.
Oh, the general rules, like when you're looking at the square footage or the lot size. Or Of course. So, guys, first things first, we pay attention to the year built, square footage, bed, bath, because we can only compare houses that are of similar nature to our subject property, right? So one of the rules that I follow is I only use comps that are plus or minus 200 square feet in size from my property. So if I have a 1605 square foot house, I can look at a 1400 square foot house and I can look at an 1800 square foot house, but that's really much all, right? And so that's where I'm going to be pulling my comps from. In addition, the year built. So I want to be staying within 10 years of construction of my subject. So or build generation. So now what I mean by that is, in 1905 to like 1930 was the same build generation. In 1930 to 1950, that's the same build generation. From 1950 to 1970, the same build generation. And then between 70 and like 80, that's one. And then 80 to 85 is one. And then 85 to 95 was one. And then 95 to 2000 was one. And then 2000 to 2005. And so we start getting into smaller compressions of year built. But what I mean by build generation is when builders got really heavy in the market and they were building at high volume, that's a build generation. So a large amount of homes were built in a build generation. And that's why we only compare properties that are within the same build generation, so that
we aren't in a situation. We're not looking at two properties that are different. Make sense?
Makes sense. And then the lot size, you may want to explain.
Yeah. So lot size, I only want to compare houses that are of the same lot size, but if I have to use a comp that's of a different lot size, I have to make adjustments for that. So if my subject's in a larger lot, that's good, then my comp, or if my comp is on a smaller or on my subject, then I have to make an adjustment based on the lot size. And in some price points, lot size is going to be more important than others. So in the lower price points, lot size is not as important, but when you get into the 300,000 plus, that becomes a huge thing.
Okay, cool. And generally speaking, you try to stay in that range of 2,500 square footage up or down, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So within 2,500 square feet lot size.
Okay. Boom. All right. So
also, last thing, same property type. So you notice this one here. This is a 2-story house. It says right here 2 stories. So I can only compare this with another 2-story house. I cannot compare this with a single-story house. So you can only compare the same property type to the same property type. You can't use a single-story, compare it to a 2-story, and vice versa.
That's it. Okay. Boom. All right. So let's get it on this one.
Cool. Cool. Not a ton there, so I'm going to just change some of these parameters just to see if I can get a little bit more action for the comps here. So here's my subject. Not a ton of comps near it. I'm going to go check Zillow just to see what I can find over there, because I want to see if I can find something a little bit closer to our subject house. So we can already see this is on a looks like close to a busy road. That's, you can just see that by the double yellow.
Yeah, I got a few that are close here within the boundaries. Also, if you want to take a look over the prop stream too. So just let me know.
Awesome, awesome. So here's our property here. We've got a 1402 square footer. It's a little bit small, so we'll see what else we can find. Here's a 568. What's that? Ooh, this is nice. And this looks to be very well acquainted. They've done some renovations here. When was this one built? 1951. What's our subject?
It's 05.
Ooh,
The lot is a little bigger, but our lot is a little bigger, but yeah.
Yeah, ours is way older, way older. Mm-hmm. So anything else that we can find that's old. That's from 54. Doesn't look like there's a ton. Maybe that's the reason why the batch platform was sending me so far away, because all of these properties nearby are so new. So we'll go back to batch. Batch was doing us a favor.
The newest that the closest in year is 1923. It's on West J Street is what I'm showing. And it's
okay.
300.
And that sold at how much?
300.
So I've got here 836 West I Street. It's a 2.2, 1717 square foot. Sold for 510. 1929 build. Not too far away. Here's one on Laurel Ave, 1930 built, but it's much smaller. Here's a 395. It's also much smaller. It's 406. It's also much smaller. So I think there is an argument to say that we probably could hit some of these higher values because we've got quite a large house here. 1605 square feet is fairly big, but that is it still is slightly older. So I'm going to go with this 510 here and then make some adjustments. Okay, so the 510. We're over by about how many square feet? About 100 square feet. So let's adjust for that. So when we adjust for square footage, it takes us to about 476, and then I'm going to take off about 10% for the year difference.
Now, what I'm showing here does cross over a main drag, though. Now,
it is.
Yeah.
We are crossing over the main road. That's for sure. This main street here, but there's not much else that we can do, Ty, because I think that we have to compare this with an older house.
Okay.
So, and even then I have to make an adjustment. So I'm going to take off about 10% off of 476. So that's another 47,000 off of this.
Okay.
So I think we've got an ARV about 430. 430. That's where I'm going to post it.
All right. Hi to Elena Lux. Danae, who was a regular during the day. So she got to get her company together. A realtor just gave me access to MLS, I guess she means. So hopefully that will help. All right, so let's go with another one here with Matt Berry. 1509 Harris Street, Gainesville, Texas.
One more time.
1509 Harris Street, Gainesville, Texas.
So we don't know what year this was built, but it's a 1914 square foot, 2-bed, 1-bath. Single story. Oh, it says 0 stories, but it looks single story to me here. Sits on a 10,400 square foot lot.
Yeah, we don't know when ours was built. That hurts.
We don't know the year built, and that's a problem. Can you see the year built too?
I can't either.
No, it's not recorded.
Let's see what's on Zillow. I don't see anything on Realtor. Zillow, where is Zillow? Zillow didn't pull anything up on it. I don't find anything. That makes it more difficult.
So I'm going to assume that batch is picking up on year built because it's only showing us like older houses here. So we're going to go with what's nearby. That's the best that I can do. I usually builders build in clusters. So if this house was built in 1950, we can assume that our subject was also built in 1950 and everything around it. Now we just saw an example where that's not the case. So we also know that that's not an absolute fact, but it's something that we can maybe make an assumption on. So with that as an assumption, I'm going to assume that we've got, well, you know what, Ty?
Mm-hmm.
You look at this construction and this construction right here, this hemming and our subject, that looks pretty similar. Looks pretty similar. So I'm going to assume this is like a 20 build, okay? 1920 build, that gives us, there's a sale here at 65. We got a 1940 build, though, that went to 140. And then we have another one up here from 50 that goes to 121. So I think we're probably somewhere in the middle of that. I'm going to call this one an 130 ARV, 130 ARV.
Okay, boom. All right. Thank you, Mr. Matt Berry. All right, let's go to San Bernardino, California. Mr. Monopoly. We already did one with him. We'll come back to you, John, if we don't have any more. Let's get some other people in here. Okay, with D. Renee, 7116 Arsenal Street, St. Louis.
Say it one more time.
7116 Arsenal Street, Arsenal.
1913 built, 1320 square foot. You're gonna imagine it's at least a 2-bed, maybe even a 3-bed. Can you see how many beds this is, Ty?
1 second. 7116 Arsenal. No, I can't.
No. Okay. So let's just assume it's a 3-bed, 1-bath. Batch thinks it's worth 165,000. It's a duplex. It's a duplex, a 2-story duplex. See, we see that number of units 2 here, duplex over here, 13 built. Let's check the comps.
Like the like.
Not a ton. Look at, I got to cross over this great divide of freeway in order to see. I don't like this, Ty.
So you pull it. I didn't pull in whenever I filtered just for duplexes. I didn't pull any comps on it.
I just made some more filter changes here. Let's see what I can find. Ooh, that was better.
Okay.
Still nothing really close.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're crossing over some major stuff there.
I'm crossing over some major stuff, but I'm gonna eyeball this. I'm just gonna eyeball this. Notwithstanding the fact that we're moving over across a freeway here, guys. But these, older construction duplexes seem to be selling between 130 and 140. So that's where I think you got to stay. That's where I think the ARV is going to sit, between 130 and 140 on the low end. Let's just see do you know if St. Louis, Missouri is?
Let me ask you this. This is the way I'll do this sometimes, because duplexes may not be plentiful in an area. Yep. I'll just take the house that's like the standard in that area, right? And I'll comp the house and then make an adjustment because it is a duplex, right?
I think that's a fair way to do it. Sure.
Yeah. So, and of course, I would assume the duplex is worth more because it's an income producing property or whatever. So, with that being said, it would probably be quite a bit more if we did it that way.
Okay, let's see. Let's look at it from the aspect of if it was a single family.
Yeah.
Do you find some comps nearby?
Yeah, quite a few right there by it.
Okay, what do you got?
Well, it's a 1913. I show a comp that's a little smaller. I show one that sold for 251. I show a 237, a 275.
Are these 2 stories or single stories? Do you know?
Hold on, let me see here. This one is a 1-story. It was recently renovated too. Commonwealth Avenue. So 275. And then another one is a 2-story. It sold for on MLS for $275. It was on the market only 39 days or whatever. So, and it was built in 1914. I was built in 1913. So, square footage on this one is 1450.
Okay.
Ours is 1320. So,
and what's the pricing there?
it was 275 sold on MLS
Ooh.
back in where is it? Sold in September.
275, and that's a 2-story single family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, a duplex, I would imagine would have more value than that, right?
I would agree. I would assume.
So I would say, why don't we give it an additional 10%?
Mm-hmm.
And so if we're at 275, let's add another 27 to that.
Yeah.
So 300K.
Yeah.
Boom. Good job. There you go.
Yeah, it was too much activity in there. We can, what I'm saying?
Yep.
In there, so.
And for whatever reason, I'm not populating anything nearby that property. Not on Batch and not on Zillow either.
Yeah.
Weird.
All right,
Good.
so
Thank God for prop streams sometimes. Hey,
I guess. I think when you get the same thing in batches, you just have to look at the single family stuff or whatever. You just change the filters on it. Let's see here. So we just did that on Arsenal. Let's go to South Carolina.
Okay.
And 168 Dorset Drive, Tony Dorset. 168 Dorset Drive, Columbia, South Carolina. Dorset.
1966 built, 2008 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath. Batch thinks it's worth around 190K. It's a 1-story, sits on a half-acre lot, 23,000 square foot. Excuse me. Cool. Let's check it out.
Some good comps in there, it looks like. A lot of 60s.
So I caught a 155. That one's too big. That was too small. Adjust that down to about 170. What do we got over here? Too new.
Again, guys, what he's looking for: size,
year,
lot size,
size,
staying within main streets.
Yep. Thanks for clarifying that, Ty.
No problem.
This is 66 built, but it's 400 square feet bigger. So, I don't like to use that because it breaks my rule of staying within 200 square feet. So we'll keep looking. Boom. Here's 162. Takes us to about 185. Ty, what did you see on prop?
Let me see here. So that lot is pretty big, 66. Did you see the one for 205? It was on Banbury Road.
How many square feet?
It's 1816. Ours is 2008. Their lot is a little bigger than ours, though. Maybe that counts it out. Their lot is 27,000. Ours is 23, so that probably counts.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that one. 177 Banbury Road.
Yeah, that counts as a lot. What about
I mean, the lot size is a little bit bigger, so we could adjust down for that. And I think that if you adjust down, that takes you to about 185. So it's still the same number.
Correct. Yeah, I've seen another, but yeah, 185 should be the number. I can roll with that for sure.
You roll with that.
I can sniff a bag of that.
He's vouching for it, guys. He's vouching for it. And then
I don't have to vouch for it. Hey, let's go to California again. Victorville. I feel God. I'm familiar with some of these places out there, man. I feel like I'm a walking California map.
You know, you've seen a lot, bro. You've been to a lot of spots. So
yeah.
Here's a 229 active at. I think 185 is the right. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck in that last one. I think 185 is right. Yep.
Okay. 12970 Sweetwater. 12970 Sweetwater Drive. Share your screen.
Oops, sorry. Where is it located?
129 Sweetwater. 12970 Victorville, California.
Victorville.
Should that where is that, in Riverside County or San Bernardino?
I think it's San B.
Okay.
I think it's in that little pocket out there, anyways.
What they call that? The high desert or something like that?
Yeah. 12970, you said?
12970.
13 or 12?
129.
I can't find that. Can you pull it up on prop?
No. That address must be bad.
Address must be bad, guys.
Let me Google it really quick. Let me just see if it'll correct it. You know what? It pulled it up on this. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. The address bad. The address is bad. Just correct that address for us. Who did? Who posted that? Top 5 thrills. All right. If you could correct that for us. Let's go to Tennessee. With it's your girl Angel. I'm just venting. She's a regular on my dailies. 3052 Brantley Drive, Antioch, Tennessee. Year built 88, giving us all the information. That's what's up, Angel. 3052 Brantley Drive.
Brantley Drive. Antioch, Tennessee.
Antioch.
1988 built, 2,111 square foot, 3-bed, 3-bath. Batch thinks it's worth 287. Looks like they owe 340 for a mortgage, or they just got a reverse on there, or they did some financing on there in January of 2021 for 340,000. So they're going to owe quite a bit. Let's see if they owe less than it is worth. We got a 250. Two new.
$1988.
88 built. Yeah, I'm.
It just recently sold for 340, didn't it?
Yeah, well, they got a mortgage on there.
Oh, okay.
But I don't see how they got a mortgage on there for so much.
Yeah.
Because I'm only seeing around 290 as an ARV. What are you getting?
I don't even show anything over 300, so won't be that. Let me see. What you say? 13, 10. What? Let me see. I show a 256. What was your number?
About 290.
Yeah, it's a little big. Yeah, I see the 28. Yeah, yeah, that'll roll. I don't see how they coming up with 340.
I'm gonna just take a look at Zillow and see what I can find here too. On the Zillow, guys, here's our subject.
Yeah,
I mean, we got a 285 at 747. Oh, there's a 340, but it's 3,000 square feet.
Mm.
$290.
White. All right, let's go to Cincinnati. I think these are 6039B1. Brenda, we would comp your property. What type of property is that? Just really quick. You got an address of 6039B1 and B2, or is that a duplex? If so, just clear that up before we do that. So let's go to Miami.
Okay.
1260 Northwest 45th Street, Miami, Florida. 1260 Northwest 45th Street.
Got it.
Boom.
Miami. Batch thinks this one's worth 216,000, 1925 built, 713 square foot, 2 bed, 1 bath, single story, sitting on a 5,000 square foot lot. Ooh. So we got a sale here at 897 square footer, sold for 150. So that's going to take us down to about 140 because it was a little bigger. But what is this? Ooh, that's a 47 built. We're 25. So I can't use that.
2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, it looks like 140, 150 is 140, 150 is the ARV on this guy.
Boom. All right. Lena wants to know, why is it bad to cross major roads again?
Because you're very likely leaving the subdivision, or you are going into a different neighborhood.
Yeah, Lena, sometimes the neighborhoods will, they will match up, but a lot of times they won't. So if you can comp within those main streets of where your property is, you're going to be on the safe side of what the real value is. So
now, Ty, sorry, I just want to go back to this one in Miami. I feel like they might be able to hit like an ARV of 275. There's some sales up here that went pretty high.
Okay.
I got one right up here on 49th Street that sold for 275. Now I don't know if this is a multiple. That's 900 square feet, so that could take us down to 250. But I mean, that's significant. That's a significant. And there we got a 254 here, but it's a 1941 built, so I'm not necessarily loving using that. But there's a possibility here, guys. There's a possibility here that you can hit 240.
All right. Just to expound on what Lena asked, why is it bad to cross major roads?
Right. So crossing major roads means that you could very likely leaving the subdivision or you're leaving the neighborhood. Now, when you're talking about appraisers or when you're talking about understanding value, you need to be comparing apples to apples. Now, what appraisers think apples to apples means is that you're comparing houses within the same neighborhood. Why would that matter? Well, as you guys know, you live in a neighborhood, I live in a neighborhood, and Ty lives in a neighborhood, and these neighborhoods aren't the same. Ty lives in a much nicer neighborhood than I do. He probably lives in a much nicer neighborhood than I do, right? And so you can't take a house from my neighborhood and compare it to a house in Ty's neighborhood, because in Ty's neighborhood, they all sit there with their pinkies up when they drink coffee. In my neighborhood, we're still trying to figure stuff out. So you know what I mean? The demographics and things change from area to area.
Boy, you wow. Oh boy. All right. Boy, that guy, he may have a career in being a comedian. Oh, he is.
Oh, wait, Ty, I have a fun one.
What's that?
So today we did an ad where I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm the wholesale comedian. And I'm telling bad wholesaling jokes. You want to hear one?
Go ahead.
All right. So I've been texting tired landlords, seeing if they want to come and sleep over. I got another one for you. So I'm a cold caller, and it means I'm having a hard time picking up women. You want to know why?
Why?
Because they think I'm going to get hung up on them.
Okay.
I got one more before we get. Okay. So I've been showing up unexpectedly in people's mailboxes. I don't know what's wrong with people these days. It's like they have a problem with direct mails.
Hey, he'll be here all week, guys. Drive carefully.
They're so bad. They're good.
Hey, tip your waiter when you're leaving the house.
Oh man, those were so bad that my team started throwing tomatoes at me. You guys will see. We're going to be releasing the ad.
That's the way the ad is. They throwing stuff at you.
Yeah. So it's the hook of the ad is your marketing channel a bad joke?
Oh yeah. I got it. All right. All right. So Brenda, she cleared that address up for us, so we're going to try to comp her. 6022 Ridge Acres Drive. Ridge Acres is one word.
Cincinnati.
I'm assuming she just put the zip 45237.
Yep.
Share your screen.
Yeah, one also showed is not liked. I'm gonna check on Zillow. Hold on, let me share my screen.
All right. Let me try it. 6022.
Nope. You want to try?
Yeah. Ridge Acres. Ridge Acres Drive. That address is you got to give us more information, Brenda. I see a 6027, so obviously Ridge Acres Drive exists. It doesn't like that. If that's a duplex or something, it may have some additional information needed. I think she texted in a different way earlier. So, but we would like to comp it for you if we had time. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go to Georgia. All right. 5806 Redan Road, Redan, 5806 Redan, Redan Road, Stone Mountain.
$1948 built, 1488 square foot, 3-bed, 1 bath. Batch thinks this one's worth $114,000. Sits on a 21,000 square foot lot. Let's see what we can buy. I mean, Ty, come on, those jokes were pretty bad. They were good, right?
Yeah, well, I laugh. Oh boy.
I'm not liking what I'm pulling up here, so I'm going to just mosey on over to Zillow, see what I can find there.
That 48 bill jumps up to 63.
So it's like these weird houses that are on this tiny little tract of property over here. I mean, that I think you can only compare them to each other because, like, it's not on a big lot. These are tiny little lots. They're not the same as what you're going to get over here.
Look at the one on Joe Clay Drive, 50. It should be to the north. I mean the southwest of our property, closer on the corner of Redan Road and what is that? Panola Road. I see one that's the lots are exactly the same. The property that's being comped is a little smaller, around 117.5. Should be to the bottom left of our property, closer to that intersection.
What's the address? No, that's 1999.
5521 Joe Clay Drive.
Yeah, for whatever reason, that one's not popping up on my. But that's closer to what we've got here.
Yeah, but it's still like this is a 68 hours or 48. The closest year that I'm showing is 63.
63. I think then we got to go with the 63. How big is the 63?
The 63 lot is a little bigger. It's 5,000, almost 5,000 square feet larger. The house is smaller. Ours is 1488. This one is 1350. Sold for 155.
I think you could call that a wash.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think for the lot and the square footage, so maybe a 150 ARV is probably what it is.
Okay. Boom.
Yep.
All right. You good on time or?
I actually got a roll heading over to a production meeting on our television show.
Boom.
Boom. I would love for Ty to come down while we're shooting that and show up on set one day and hang out with us.
Just let me know what day and I'll be there.
Who wants to see Flip Man on TV?
Hey, let me be the driver.
Yeah.
What was Miss Daisy's driver's name? What was his name? I never watched the movie, but what was his name?
Morgan Freeman.
The show name. All right, then let's go. We got hear from these sponsors. Where are they? Let me find these guys. Hold on. Here they go.
What's cracking? I'm Jamil Damji, and I was looking for Ask Flip Man all over the internet. I could not find this man to save my life. I was tracking him down, and then I figured out I could skip trace him. And where did I skip trace him at? Skip2flip.com. Skip2flip.com. What do you want to tell him?
He overpaid. You don't have to overpay by simply using the code FlipMan.
Use code FlipMan, guys. 15-cent skips. Skip2flip.com.
All right, guys, man, we really appreciate Jamil giving us his time today. Anything you want to share before we get out of here?
Yeah, before you guys split, do us a favor and smash the like button on this stream. Helps the algorithm, helps the page out. Smash like, and leave Ty a nice comment because he's the nicest, best guy we know in the game. Ty, I love you, bro.
No problem at all, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me, and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. Now you know. 205-964-5243. Now you